here. I guess YouTube is not letting people know that my video is live for some reason. So if you guys give me a minute, I'm gonna see what's going on here and then we'll get started with today's live stream. But the topic for today, and of course we'll still go over a bunch of other stuff, I do want to talk about the cruise ship shutdown. And I hear a lot of people talking about it right now. So we're gonna see if people, you as a community, think that cruising should shut down, and we'll talk about why not, that whole thing. But anyway, guys, as you're coming in, even though we got nobody in here right now, please hit that like button as usual, and I'd really appreciate it. Ah, there we go. Now I'm starting to pop up. All right. Cool. YouTube's starting to promote my channel now. Perfect. Hey, what's going on, Philip? I also noticed on my website, this is on Facebook, that it was showing my video was going to show up or start at 7 o'clock. That was wrong. So I apologize if you guys got that notification. Hey, hopefully you guys can hear me. If you guys give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it, by the way. I just want to know that you guys can actually hear me and I'm not just talking to myself. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we got everybody coming in. What's going on, guys? What's going on? So since there was a little bit of a delay and I guess some type of technical issue with YouTube, I'm gonna wait just a couple minutes, guys. Hit that like button on your way in, and we'll go ahead and win our conversation for today. You guys know on Mondays I try my best to get a live stream going. We've been doing what, 3 weeks strong so far, so let's make sure we keep it going. Give me a second. Let me move this guy over a little bit. All right. Boom. There we go. All right, you guys can hear me. Perfect. All right, guys, so the topic for discussion for today, we're going to be talking about whether the cruise ship industry should or should not shut down, considering everything that's going on. Now, this wasn't the topic that I originally wanted to bring up. In fact, even the video that I did today, I didn't want to do. I had a non-cruise news related video, but seeing as how this is kind of like the topic of discussion, I think it's a big topic that we all need to go ahead and collectively as a community talk about. Let's see, we're probably in the endemic stages now. Yeah, you know, have you guys seen any of the reports talking about the Omicron? They're saying that this could potentially be the best case scenario for the pandemic actually ending. So, I mean, we'll have to see between now and probably next couple months and see how all this plays out. But, I mean, the signs are looking pretty good. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got, 108 people in here. I appreciate that, guys. So, like I said, I've been seeing everything going on, of course, with just obviously the cruise ports being turned away. And even now, even on board cruise ships, you're seeing a lot of shows being canceled. And there are some people that are okay with this, right? Obviously, you have, like, let's say people like me, you, that are loyal cruisers, and we have no problem. We're going to cruise either way. But you got to look at everything as a whole. As I always say, guys, you got to look at the very large percentage of people that are not cruise hopefuls, not cruise addicts, that are going to look at everything going on and decide whether they want to cruise or not, whether they be too scared to cruise, or they're going to look if they're actually going to get their money's worth if they jump on a cruise ship. And that's something that always needs to be taken into consideration. Now, do I think the cruise ship industry needs to shut down? No. Hell no. Because of everything going on, guys. We saw when everything got shut down last year in 2020, it caused a massive amount of problems. That, of course, being like all the mental problems that we've seen, and of course, job loss, everything in between. And I think that's a factor that everybody has to take into consideration whenever we're looking at the possibility for a cruise ship shutdown. I have been seeing people that are saying left and right, maybe they should just shut down for a couple months, or maybe this isn't the best time to cruise. I do think that's a personal opinion. Now, I'm gonna get some of these comments, guys, and of course, you know, I don't want to just sit here and ramble on. I do want to get to all of you guys so you can all put your input in on the situation. No shutdown. It should not shut down. I'm booked for 4 already, including 1 in 17 days. That's what I'm talking about. I'm thinking of jumping on a ship sometime at the end of the month as well. So I'll be sure to let you guys know. Let's see. Good evening, Jay. Only if cities and states shut down also. Good point. Good point, because that's always going to be the topic of discussion. If one area shuts down, why not this particular area shut down? That's something that everybody has to take into consideration for sure. No, it shouldn't. Safer than going to your local grocery store and Walmart. Agreed. As far as like the health and safety protocols that they're implementing, yeah, hands down. My cousin is an infectious disease specialist in Tel Aviv. Oh, wow. Well, what are they saying? I'm curious. What are they saying over in Tel Aviv? Let me know. I'm curious. Definitely not. Most people that test are totally asymptomatic. Agreed. I 100% agree. That's right. And that's actual factual numbers coming from cruise lines like Royal Caribbean as well. They've actually pointed this out. See, greetings from onboard Odyssey of the Seas. What's it like right now? I've been hearing some things coming on with Odyssey of the Seas, and as well as ships heading over to the Bahamas. I heard another ship got turned away. And then I believe it was Odyssey of the Seas that, who is it? Ben and David, I think they're passengers on. Don't quote me on that. But they were saying something about whenever they got to, again, the private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which I'll be talking about this tomorrow, guys. But apparently over there, they allowed the guests to get off, but not the crew. So I am curious to see what's going on with that. I'm going to dig a little bit because thankfully I have friends on both Odyssey of the Seas and what's the other ship? Sorry, guys, had a little bit of a brain fart. Freedom of the Seas as well. So I'm going to do some digging tonight, see what I can find out. And if I get anything crazy or anything that's newsworthy, I'll be sure to bring it all of you tomorrow. People are running crazy about this new flu, and if they don't shut down, I would want to see the outcome of a restart. I would not want to see, agreed. Well, we saw what happened last time the industry shut down. You know, ships got sold off, and, you know, some cruise lines, unfortunately, as a whole, just went under, and they never came back. So when you look at like your Pullman Tour, your CMV, they didn't come back. You know, well, I guess there was rumors, something like that. If somebody can confirm, I heard CMV or Pullman Tour was going to come back. But either way, that's the last thing we need, because obviously we don't want to see cruise ships get sold off. You don't want to see cruise ships decide to go into, reorganization. Basically, they're going into bankruptcy. That means there are people that are losing their jobs. Nothing should be closing. The economy is struggling. Agree. Well, you know, it's crazy because you know that, and I don't want to get political, guys, but this is just a fact. Dr. Fauci and the director of the CDC, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, have both mentioned this. The reason that they changed the date to begin with wasn't based on science. The date of the isolation or quarantine period wasn't purely based on science in their own words. It was based on the fact that they didn't want to have to worry about the potential for an economic shutdown of any kind due to everybody being isolated. We need to learn to live with it at this point. I agree. Yeah, do so safely. Yes, I 100% agree. If you look at the graph of the infections a year ago, it spiked over the holidays and very rapidly shot back down. I think this will happen again this year, so any shutdown would be too late now. I agree. I mean, for people that actually look at the CDC website, you look at the numbers for what they actually are, there are good signs for things to potentially end. Like I said, there are studies that are going out now that potentially the Omicron could be the best case scenario. Same thing's happening over in Africa, South Africa, where all this is believed to be somewhat originated from, or at least this is when the media caught on to it. From what I've seen, they've kind of gone up and they've gone down in the numbers. So this could be a very clear sign that things could be clearing up. At least I hope so. Give me a cruise to anywhere. Cruise is about the journey, not necessarily destination. I like both. I love cruising and I love the water, but being able to stop in some places is also nice too. That's my opinion on it. One of the members of my church just went on my church, and now she's sick. She loves cruising too. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully she gets better. Nurses, paramedics, and doctors burned out. Agreed. But you know what the problem is? It's somebody that you know, guys, as you know, my dad's in the hospital, and he's been back and forth between there and rehabilitation center. I've been at the hospital pretty much every single day. But what's happening is, and again, I don't want this to be some type of argument, but when I go to the hospital, what I've been seeing is more people scared than anything. You got people, yes, there are people that are COVID positive and they are having symptoms, but you see people that are just legitimately afraid when they get the sniffles or when they feel like they have symptoms of COVID, and there they are running to the hospitals because they can't get tested anywhere else. I think that is a factor that needs to be taken into equation. And hospitals are businesses too, meaning the nurses and doctors aren't just sitting around twiddling their thumbs waiting for somebody to show up in the waiting room. If any excess amount of people go to a hospital, it's going to be overrun. And I think that's something that people really, really need to think about, because this here is a fact. If you go to a doctor's office right now, you're going to see people in there that believe they have potentially COVID. And since they can't get a test anywhere because we have a test shortage right now, these are where people are going. Let's see, just need to put a clean day in between cruises. Yeah, that is a possibility. I look at the cruise lines though like the airlines. Basically what happens, guys, the cruise lines, or let's say just from the airline perspective, because I know, well, you guys can probably understand both, but when it comes to an airline, you gotta understand the airlines and the airports, they are not one and the same. The airports don't own the airlines. The airlines essentially are renting out like a booth or the breezeway to get to operate at the airport. And it costs them to be able to sit around there. Same with the cruise. For a ship to sit in port, with the exception of a deal that Miami was able to do with some of the cruise lines, it's costing them a lot of money just to sit the ship there or a airplane there, meaning they got to keep moving. So unless they can come out with a deal, I couldn't see it happening any other way. They'd have to do quick turnarounds. They'd have to do a deal with the ports in order to make things work. I'm getting on Anthem of the Seas at the end of the month. Let me know how it goes. Supply chain suffering still. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Go look at, what is it, Cruise Mapper? You can see all the ships sitting out there. It's insane. Let's see. What's up, Scott? I think it's a little ridiculous to shut down the industry over a strain that's highly infectious but has the lethality, sorry, comparable to the common cold according to the data. Yes, that is true. I mean, even if you look at Royal Caribbean's report on this, they said they have had Omicron cases on board, but so far, out of the whole time between now and even up until June of last year, 2021, 41 people went to the hospital out of, I believe it was what, like, I forgot the exact number, but it wasn't a very big number in comparison to the 1.1 million people that actually sailed on Royal Caribbean ships. But since Omicron has came around, nobody has been hospitalized because of COVID. So now maybe you could switch it around because this is the big debacle here. There is going to the hospital with COVID and there's going to the hospital for COVID. As far as Royal Caribbean has reported, nobody that has sailed on a Royal Caribbean ship, be it passenger or crew, has gone to the hospital for COVID as of right now, specifically the Omicron variant. So that is something to take into consideration. Africa said the variant is on the down and they are getting herd immunity. Why is that Western states all up in arms? Well, you can't get rid of the fact that this is all, there is a political side to this. There is a very political side to all this. That's something that always take into consideration during this pandemic. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that's happening, but that is a factor. Heck no shutdown. We are on the Scarlet Lady, no issues. Guga and Rob, guys, if you have not subscribed to Guga and Rob's channel, please go do so. They are the coolest people ever. I don't know how many times we've run into each other now, but they're some cool guys. What is it, MSC? And we ran into each other on another ship. Mardi Gras. Go subscribe to Guga and Rob, guys, by the way. Go help them out. I'd really appreciate it. But I agree, no shutdown. Like the side effects to having a shutdown is going to be essentially another pandemic. And I think people need to just keep that in mind. You need to be extremely mindful of that. A pandemic meaning there are people that are going to be the job losses, the mental stress, the depression, everything that comes along with that, in my mind, is essentially another depression that isn't of the virus or sickness variety. Well, some people, depression is a form of sickness, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Where's your girlfriend? Oh, so Lauren's finishing up some stuff for her TikTok, her social medias right now. She'll be here about 6:30. So yeah, she'll be in here. People are dying. Look, I'm sorry, and I know this might sound insensitive, but people are always dying. You still have to look at the fact that COVID cannot, and the pandemic cannot be the only thing that matters because the world is still going to keep turning. People have to realize this. The only people that are saying shut down and close everything down are the people that are probably financially secure to the point where they don't have to work ever, or maybe they've got a little bit of wealth and they can kind of chill out for a while. You got to think of the vast majority of the working class people that cannot just go in the house, take a fraction of what they would have been making over at home or at work, and then come home all in the name of health and safety, because then their health and safety is jeopardized because they can't put food on the table. Like, you see what I'm going with this? Like, that has to also be taken into consideration, and you see the CDC and Dr. Fauci doing it now. Shut down airlines too if they're so concerned. Yeah, you got to keep that same energy. I say it all the time, keep the same energy. We definitely don't want to shut down, so they need to try something different. You would think, yes. You would think so. It's like, look at every possibility of what could potentially be or not be, rather, in the terms of safety and getting rid of this thing. I agree. Shide, what's going on? Hope you're doing all right. CDC isn't stopping anybody from cruising. Want to cruise? Call your travel agent. Ship sailing tomorrow. I agree. I mean, like I said, my plan is to cruise at the end of the month, personally. So the CDC is the problem, inflating numbers and misinformation. Now, I can't confirm that, but like I said, guys, there's a lot of politics involved with all of this, and there's so much that people need to take into consideration other than just what information is being tossed out there on the TV. Like, seriously. People will tout out, oh, you do your own research or whatever. It's either you do your own research or you just blindly believe everything that you're hearing. And one thing I've learned in life, no matter who somebody is, I'm never going to just blindly believe it. This is like the equivalent to me telling, let's say I go talk to like an elderly person that was, let's say, working before the era of social media and tech, and they told me that I couldn't make money doing YouTube. Am I supposed to take their word for it because maybe they've had like a secure, cushiony job with benefits and a pension plan, and because they're older than me and seniority? No, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Let's see, without airlines, no passengers to get the ships. Be careful what you wish for. Yeah, I agree. But we're talking about as a whole. If they're going to shut down the cruise lines, then shut down the airlines, shut down the buses, because there's still problems that are going to occur just because people are also traveling, if that's going to be the argument. I just want people to be safe. Doesn't anybody care about that? The sick and dying ain't inflated. Yeah, but you got to look at, I get what you're saying. I understand, sorry, what was your name? Sharon Pearson. I understand exactly what you're saying. But all I'm saying is that you can't just solely say that people are dying and that we need to shut down, because I can guarantee you that people are going to die from other things with the shutdown. Be it not from the sickness, it's going to be from mental depression or anything else. Did you not see the increase? And fortunately, you got husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends that are arguing, and domestic violence and everything else that's going on during the pandemic because people are stuck inside the house. Now, you could say, oh, they could just move, but it's not that simple. It really isn't. None of this is. That's for sure. 1,200 flights being canceled a day. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy right now. It really is. So let's see. Again, guys, I'm gonna try to touch on the stuff between like the CDC director and Fauci lightly, because I know how easily all this stuff could turn political real fast. But somebody said Fauci has literal conflicts of interest, ownership in Moderna, and board member. I think when it comes to the people that are in, like, I don't want to say mainstream media, but government, we do know that there are special interests. Everybody thinks that every human has this, I don't know, this niceness about them, this noble and moral compass about them in which they could ever do no wrong. I'm not saying the people that we're talking about are doing something wrong, but I always keep the mindset that everybody is going to look out for themselves at the end of the day, their personal interest, and then their immediate circle. That's just the way it is. All right, let's see. Love your information. I appreciate that, but love you and your information, but let's be real. Jacqueline, what do you mean, let's be real? What do you mean? Nursing homes have plenty of COVID, and they shut down patients, but they never shut down. They shut down family members. We need not to use crews for worse outbreak. I guess. I mean, if you've seen the hospital when I go in the nursing homes, I don't think they're doing anybody any favors. I'll tell you that. And I go every day. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see, 40 million people die every year. 160 million are born. Live your life. Yeah, I mean, you got to think 2 years is a long time. It's a long time. It really is. And I know there's going to be the argument. People are dying, right? But you can't expect people to put all their lives on hold, businesses, drop businesses and everything else. It doesn't work that way. Hold on. Somebody said, how are, let me see. Flights have been canceled. Yeah, I know. How are people catching COVID? Now, this is something I'm probably going to talk about tomorrow or another day. Everybody's asking the big question, how are all these people catching COVID on board? Well, you know, you got Fauci, and again, I'm just saying their names because they're the health experts. They're saying that people are still catching COVID that are vaccinated but not boosted. That's the issue. But then on the other end, I see people talking about, oh, well, the people that are on board the ship have fake vax passes and stuff. Guys, you got to think about the average. Like I said, I'm going to do a video on this, but you got to think about your average cruiser. You're telling me that you got the majority of 50-year-old cruisers that are running around getting fake vax passes? I don't think that's happening. I really don't. And see, they are shutting down avenues of escape. Yeah, no need to read aloud. No, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I think you're right. You know, and it sucks that that's happening. You know, people need to be able to get out, especially with some of these jobs, these very, very stressful jobs that people work. Hey, Jay, if you see Antonio Brown running around Tampa, give him a hug. He needs one. Stop that. I'm not going to get into that Antonio Brown situation. Lots of rumors floating around with that. But, hey, whatever. He left the team. So, let's see. The CDC is not inflating the numbers. The variant has infected the most people, but it's far more mild, and the CDC needs to acknowledge that and help businesses stay afloat. They should have been doing that 2 years ago. You want me to be honest with you? Like, if you go down, like, even here in Tampa, you go down the street, you see all the places that have been shut down and stuff during all, it's insane, it really is. And I understand some of the reasoning for it, but you get what I mean. Oh, real, we need to keep safe. Yeah, I agree. I mean, even when this whole pandemic is done, guys, we also need to be safe. Always, 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 always. Antibody test is enough proof. Yeah, there's so many things going on with the test. And honestly, at this point, I'm confused. At one point, I saw, because again, I try to reference the CDC and then Dr. Fauci because he is supposed to be like the voice for the medical field, right? When they both talk, you have the CDC director, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. She's talking about how what is it? Give me a second, guys. Not the PCR test, but the antigen tests are not as accurate as they believe. And then you have Fauci, he's saying that the PCR tests are not as valid. But they're both talking about the idea of that people that have COVID and have quarantined for 5 days don't have to quarantine, which again, is just, it's confusing. I'm not saying that they're wrong, they're lying about stuff, but it's extremely confusing. And this is why you see a lot of frustration among people that are like, okay, well, you want us to do this or this. You have to make a decision at the end of the day. Let's see. Rutgers debunked post that Fauci claimed Fauci was tied to the Moderna link. Yeah, I saw that. I read that article. Oh, I don't want to say that about AOC. No, I know people are about it. Some people love their AOC, man. They do. Well, that can be dangerous. Well, that's not for me. Give me a second. I heard that the crew was given mainly Johnson & Johnson, which is not protected anymore. Crew should have been given the best of the best since the CDC is so worried about cruising. I agree on one end, but you got to think the industry had to start back up. And then with everything going on as far as the deliveries, you having to wait 2 weeks for the second shot. Obviously, that would have delayed the cruise restart that we saw back in like June, July, around that time. But you could be right, but it was just also what was available. So yeah, I mean, the cruise lines are working. I know Royal Caribbean specifically is working to get everybody jabbed and boosted, but yeah, it's one of those things. Like there is the business side of everything. There is the availability side of things. Because you remember in like June or just before that, earlier in the year of 2021, you had cruise lines that were traveling to places like New Orleans, Florida, all over the place trying to get their crew vaccinated. So there could have been some complications there. I don't think they just wanted to kind of whisk it away like it was no big deal, because even back then, like, yeah, there were numbers that were saying that the Johnson & Johnson is the least effective. However, there was no true confirmation at the time. Everybody was kind of taking what they could get. Let's see, she should get AOC. You guys are funny. Dr. Seuss, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Dre have more credibility than... Shake my head. How many people do you need before you see their crap? Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot of confusion out there for sure, to say the least. Like I said, I'm not going to say anybody's right or wrong because I guess I'm not validated enough. You know, I don't have the degrees to say that, but there's definitely a lot of confusion going on, of course, within cruising as well, of course, with the CDC and everything, because there's so many changes. But as we've always seen, that this whole pandemic obviously is extremely confusing because we got stuff literally changing on the fly. So you see where the frustration is. They should let the unvaxxed on now. I do wonder how that would work out. Have like an unvaxxed cruise. COVID positivity is 20% in New York, less than 1% on cruise ships. Agreed. And if you go to New York, they got a lot of rules and restrictions over there too. So COVID is contagious a couple days before symptoms, and most contagious 3 to 5 days after that. That's how I understood the change. Yeah, I agree. But if that's the case, then what's changed? Has it been like that since day one? That's a legitimate question. If it's changed from 10 to 5 days, and now all of a sudden it's 5 days, and they know that people cannot transmit it anymore, I mean, yeah, you could use the argument that we've learned there's new science and data on it now, but still, like, but then you have them at the same time saying that they're changing this because of not science, because they don't want everything to shut down. So who is that? Oh, I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you. Let's see. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Let me catch back up with these. The vaccinated can cruise, but can get COVID and pass just as much as someone without it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's even been stated. And they're saying now that essentially, as far as the potential for catching it and the potential for transmitting it, you have the same chances whether you are vaccinated or not. They're saying the difference now is if you are boosted. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. What was that, Chad? The story has changed. A year ago, people claimed ship protocols are bulletproof, washy-washy. I think nothing is bulletproof. We've seen during this pandemic, if not, the numbers would be lower. If you look at places that have high vaccination rates, like your Israel, your Australia, you would think that things would be a little bit more contained and chill. Now, given, I understand there's so much that only we as humans and doctors and the medical professionals can do, but again, it just goes to show you that nothing is bulletproof. Doesn't exist. So, yeah, let me see here. Sorry, guys, I know this is a really edgy conversation, but I believe this stuff needs to be had. And we're no, I'm not claiming to be a doctor, anything like that. I just believe the conversations are important because I know a lot of people, when it comes to cruising, we are legitimately curious about this. And I would never claim to know everything, but I believe the conversation is very important. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they let the unvaxxed cruise and they had 0 cases? That would raise a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Virus doesn't care. Yeah, that's true. But the virus also isn't putting as many people in the hospital anymore. So that's something to look at least on cruise ships. NCL does the testing prior to boarding. One of our group was denied boarding 3 days into the cast. 3 days in the cast of Jersey Boys tested positive. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot with NCL. I mean, as you guys know, I work for NCL, or worked for NCL. So I have friends that are on a lot of different ships, and I get the stuff every day. I get all the tea. It's been interesting. You know, and it's one of those things, when it comes to crew testing positive, there are so many crew members that are bouncing around all over the place. And when you factor in contact tracing, if one crew member tests positive, you're going to take potentially like the entire entertainment out just because they were all near each other, or maybe because they had all previously worked in with each other in a show, in a cast that day. So it's just an interesting time. It really is. Just stopping by for a quick hey and Happy New Year. Got to bounce off the work calls. Oh, well, Happy New Year's. I appreciate that. Said Deepa, hope I'm saying your name right. Happy New Year to you. I don't agree with the heat on the cruise lines. What they aren't putting that pressure on the airports, yeah, way more people fly. I think it's just because the time that people spend on board cruise ships. Imagine if people are on airplanes for a week. It'd be interesting. Well, let me see. Fine. What's that, Chide? Fine with me. Fine with me if unvaxxed have their own crews. That presumes the crew don't deserve to be protected. Well, if the crew are vaccinated, they are protected. So I don't know what you mean there. And then if you still look at fully vaccinated cruises, you're still looking at, there's some cruises out there that are 50, 60, 70, 80 people that are testing positive on a fully vaccinated cruise. So, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record. And I know people have been saying this before, but if you're vaccinated, you shouldn't have to worry that much about other people that are vaccinated. That's just the reality, because we're knowing now that regardless if you're vaccinated or not, you're still going to catch it. People are still catching it. I might have caught it. I was sick a couple days ago, like a week ago. I didn't go get tested. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't go anywhere. I just sit here miserably and make YouTube videos all day long. That's it. Not really, but I didn't go anywhere. Let's see, you have a way better chance of getting COVID at your local Target than on a cruise ship. Yeah, but the problem is, and people don't seem, oh, well, you're not there for that long. The truth is, yes, you are not at Target for that long. And by the time you go get tested, you're probably not gonna be at Target and be able to pinpoint, oh, I was at Target when I caught it. I remember that person sneezed 5 feet away from me. I don't think it's gonna go down like that. That's just my perspective and my opinion on it. I don't think it is. Let's see, ex-wife is vaxxed and has had COVID twice. It's just like the flu, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I know things are different from other people, for sure. They're different, but still. There was information about CARNIVAL that they banned the onboard process for the crew in January. Yes, today I found out my colleague that is onboarding, he is in 2 days, so I guess the ban is off. Really? Let me know if you can reach out to me. If he actually got on the ship, maybe that's just something they did publicly. I know there's probably going to be some exemptions, but yeah, CARNIVAL did put out a notification stating that they are going to stop onboarding, signing on and signing off for the crew for all this month of January of 2021. Meaning there won't be anybody joining the ship and there won't be anybody signing off and going home. So that is interesting. Now, here's my question. Are they getting paid? That's what I want to know. I'm going to look into that, because you got to think there's some people that are supposed to be getting off the ship, which means their contract is over, which means technically, and this is something we saw last year, they were not getting paid. Not on every cruise line. Some of them were, but that's a curious situation. I wonder if they are. Hospitals aren't full in Texas. So not in Florida, I can tell you that. Fact showing a vaccination card does not mean you are not going to get it and pass it. Sorry. Yeah, that's improvement. I mean, even the medical doctors have said that now. CDC has said that now. So, yes, why don't they release the therapeutics? Good question. Let's see. What Target you people shop at? Y'all tongue kissing at Target? My Target is pretty spacious. Yeah, no, I agree. But I've been to some, hold on now. If you go to Target over here in Tampa, as we call a Target, it's pretty packed full of people. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, I've had to, kind of dance my way through the crowds. Especially when I'm getting my my peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen some packed ones, especially when they're getting to closing. So you never know. It's easier to catch COVID than it is to find a COVID test. Seems that way these days. Hopefully they fix that problem. So we'll see. Orlando Mayor says ICU and emergency levels there. Yeah, the ICU are just like the hospital. Because again, you got people, and this has been proving, there are people that are running to the hospitals because of everything going on and because they're afraid and because they can't get COVID tested anywhere else. Now, I'm not saying that's the only reason. I'm not. But that's something to take into consideration. I'm a new cruiser, and we're booked for the Mardi Gras in March. Lucky you. Actually, I do plan on going back this year. I love the Mardi Gras, favorite ship, and I'm going on a celebration. I was getting nervous until my whole family got COVID over Christmas. Now we're good to go. That's what I'm talking about. Look, enjoy it either way. Enjoy it either way. Seriously. Let's see, going to Hawaii in December. Hold on. Going to Hawaii in December, worried that it will get canceled. Going on the NCL, leaving from Honolulu. Are you going on the Pride of America? Worried because I hear that Hawaii is extremely strict. Do they have any opinions? Do you have any opinions on this issue? Well, Carnival did come out and warn everybody sailing on Carnival ships that over there, if you're going to sail, you're going to have to get boosted. I don't know about any other restrictions. That was the only one that was put out to my knowledge by Carnival Cruise Lines. Yeah, you tell them, Scott. Yeah, guys, don't pick on each other here. Like, I'm trying to have a legitimate conversation and, a reasonable and civil debate. That's fine. Like, I don't expect everybody, and I never do. In case you guys may be watching my videos for the first time, I believe that a nice debate is okay. Arguing, on the other hand, and trying to do the personal attacks, I see this all the time, it's not necessary. People can agree to disagree. Or, whatever. If they just don't like each other, don't say anything. It's not that complicated. It's really not that serious. We got too much division as it is right now. Let's see, hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit that like button if you're just joining in. We got just under 300 people in here. Wow. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. It would go a long way with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm a new cruiser, and we are booked on the Mardi Gras in March. Oh, okay, we already read yours. Well, I hope you enjoy your Mardi Gras cruise. Maybe you'll see me on there, because I'm going back at some point. I have to go back. I have a B2B in 3 weeks. The only thing I'm concerned about are the flights. The airlines should require the vaccine. Yeah, you got to understand that it's a touchy subject when it comes to people wanting to see family and everything. And here's my thing. When it comes to just life in general, even before this COVID, and this is something that I've learned as I grew up, right? You don't mess with people's family, ever, all right? You don't mess with people's family, and you don't mess with people's livelihood. That's rule one. You see everything going on now, and you see people that are going crazy because a lot of people are getting their jobs taken away. And you got people, remember when the shutdown happened, there were all these travel bans? You got people losing their minds because they can't travel out of the country because this is America. This is a big melting pot of people from all over the world. They can't go see their family, all in the name of health and safety. But the truth is, guys, and I've said this before, everybody in their own right, to a certain extent, is going to be selfish. Just think about it. If you're in a situation right now where, let's say, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, let's say theoretically, your mom, your dad, your uncle, somebody really close to you, son, daughter was sick and they were in another country. Would you not go there because of the name of health and safety? Let's say if you knew that they didn't have much time left, would you not go there? Like, that's a legitimate question. If somebody can answer that, if somebody would legitimately say they wouldn't go visit their friend that, or a relative or family member that you know for a fact is not going to be with you and make it through this pandemic, would you still go see them, or would you not go see them in the name of health and safety? I'm legitimately curious. And I don't want to make this an argument, just so we're clear. But I've seen this topic be talked about, and some people are just, it's interesting. My mom used to say, if you don't have anything nice, don't say it at all. Be kind, everybody. I agree. I understand these are touchy subjects, and I do believe they need to be talked about. And because this is the talk of the town, this is the thing. This is the pandemic, right? And it's unavoidable. Conversations like this are unavoidable. Let's see. We're sailing on the MSC Meraviglia on the 16th, flying from Canada. Would you recommend a schedule or chance it? Love your content from Montreal. I mean, I'm usually like a little bit of 50-50. I try to plan as much as I can, but I kind of have like a wing it mindset when it comes to being on a cruise, because you want to be able to discover things. If you plan everything, once you get on the ship, you're going to see a lot of things that you didn't know was there. So it's gonna kind of mess up your schedule. I would suggest you do a little bit of 50-50. If that is what you're talking about. I think you're talking about planning, right, on the ship. Just sent a request to join the Facebook group. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, it's free to join. Go ahead. You'll get notifications. And, of course, we have conversations in there. Very knowledgeable people in there as well, travel agents, crew members. So if you have a question, you can ask my Facebook group. Let's see. If I had a loved one that was in the situation in another country, I'd be on the next flight out. I agree. I agree. I mean, I've done it. I had to go see my girlfriend, and I got. If you knew the people, there were people saying that I should be in jail because I went to go see my girlfriend February of 2021 last year. Like, oh, you should be in jail and blah blah blah. And I'm like, geez, like, is this where we are? Come on now. I just got here. Did you book any cruises for January? So I will be booking between the 15th and 21st a couple of the cruises that I have planned, and then I'm probably gonna just wing it and jump on it, whatever ship is available, either here in Tampa or Miami at the end of the month. That's the plan right now. Let's see, family is more important than a virus. Yeah. Now, that's what I'm saying. You guys be safe out there, obviously, but life is short. I think people forgetting that, man. Like 2 years is a freaking long time. Look at all the people. Like I know people personally that have passed away and people that have, been lost during all of this. And you really got to really sit down and think like we don't have a lot of time on this world. We don't. And anything could happen on any given day. Do you have Cash App? I do have Cash App. Do you want my Cash App? I guess I could send it to you. I've never really thought about that. I think I have it in my description box. If not, I got to put it in there. First cruise this Saturday. Can't wait. Been working from home for almost 2 years. Looking forward to warm weather and the opportunity to be outside the house, even if ports cancel. Oh, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I really do. Just make the most out of it. Have fun. What ship are you going on? I'm curious. I'm going on the Vista in February. Can't wait. Yes. It's called life, not supposed to live in fear. Yeah. Imagine if you had the option, right? Imagine if you had the option to go in like a solitary confinement. You ever see like the movies where they have like the padded room? Would you choose to live in there your entire life if it meant that you got all the food and TV that you wanted, or would you want to get out? That's the question. I didn't see it. The bridge officer was on Majestic Princess. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. Let's see. Going to have to cancel my Mardi Gras cruise in June because of the vaccine mandates. I'm sorry to hear that. I do wonder if they're going to implement the boosters or require the booster for you to sail. That's going to be interesting. We'll have to see what happens in the not so distant future. Chai Brown, Shebang sucks. Now, you know what? Just from my experience, I kind of have to agree. The food was okay. It was decent. It wasn't bad, right? But the way they did the seating too was what really got me. You have people literally like hugging each other on the ship when you're just trying to eat a meal. It was weird. Like they had me sitting next to a couple that was trying to have like a quiet dinner. Very, very, very strange for me. Very awkward situation. Just be warned. Ports denied, and if crew catch COVID, you may get no entertainment, sea days, and drinking. Yeah. Well, hopefully they make some kind of deal. What if they gave everybody a drink package? You know what? Actually, that's not a good idea. You guys ever seen the poop cruise? Man, yeah. I forgot what ship was that. The poop cruise. Was that the Carnival? Was that the Glory? No. I'm having a brain fart. I was gonna do a whole video about it. But they essentially the ship was stuck in the middle of the ocean for like 3 days, and the captain thought it was a good idea to give everybody free alcohol in the middle of the hot sun with bags of poop all over the place. Thank you. The Carnival Triumph. Let's just say it wasn't a triumphant day. The Carnival Triumph. They gave everybody free drinks, and everybody got angry and started yelling at each other. And I think a couple fights broke out. Somebody was arrested. Man, yeah, I watched the whole documentary on that. It was interesting. I want to talk about that one day. Make a whole video. But yeah. Anyway, guys, it definitely is a weird time, and I think that when it comes to like the booster and stuff, I hope personally that it's not implemented, given that the Omicron stays where it is and it doesn't become put people in the hospital or become a little bit more dangerous. But I guess we will have to see. I have COVID right now and I'm boosted. I'll have most of the antibodies on the ship when I go. Well, good for you. I mean, just rest up, do what you got to do. As we used to have in the olden days, we used to take some chicken noodle soup and some ginger ale and we'd be all right. Do you advise first-time cruisers still travel during this pandemic? I would say when it comes to somebody being a first-time cruiser, this may or may not be the best time for you to cruise. I would say in a pro, just to give you, because I want to look at both sides and give you both options here. As somebody that's been on a cruise and I've been there solo, just to kind of really take it all in personally myself and not have to run around all over the place with other people. If you're going to cruise, you got to go with the expectation that things are not going to be what you expect it to be, right? There's a potential for, as we've seen, cruise ships getting turned away from ports, shows getting canceled. However, on the flip side of that too, you got to wonder if you're going to get your money's worth out of it. If you were going to take like, let's say Carnival, a cheap Carnival cruise, by all means, go ahead and do it. Because essentially also with this, since the cruise lines are not sailing full occupancy, and right now there's a lot of fear, you could get a cruise at a discount, which is why I'm trying to book this month, but you also could get pretty much the entire cruise to yourself. You saw my videos. I was on Bahamas Paradise. I was on their ship, the Grand Classica, and there was 100 people on board, and I saw none of them. I had the whole ship. I had the whole ship to myself. So just something to take into consideration. If you want to be able to just explore the ship and just go on a sailing without all the frills and everything else that come with it, but there's the potential for something to go wrong, take the cruise. If not, maybe you should wait so you can get the full experience. Let's see, that sounds like a freaking nightmare. Oh, Poop Cruise. Yeah, no, it really was. I'm telling you, if you look it up, there's plenty of documentaries. Look up Poop Cruise. It's insane. Or just type in Carnival Triumph. That's the #1 thing that'll pop up. Question, how do you see cruising in 7 to 8 months' time? Well, hopefully, if what is correct, you have a lot of scientists and doctors that are coming out saying that potentially the Omicron could be the end of the pandemic, meaning it could give the best case scenario for people to just get it and go ahead and reach herd immunity in some areas, because they're saying that's exactly what's happening potentially over in South Africa right now. And if that's true, who knows? We could be over this. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, guys, this is very clear. This whole pandemic has gotten extremely political. There's a lot of personal agendas, unfortunately, taking way during all this. And I'm not saying this is the only thing that's going on, but you don't let a pandemic go to waste. There's a lot of stuff happening. And I don't see this just dropping off and just disappearing forever. But hopefully the restrictions start to go away. Do you think you have anything? Do you have anything booked for the end? Yeah, so my plan, I haven't booked it yet. And I know it's filling up. I know somebody's going to say it. But I do plan on being on the inaugural sailing for the NCL Prima. That's the plan. Let's see, I just want everything to be good by the summer for when I start cruises. We said that last year too. Look what happened. Haven't been since 2019, and I'm ready for all my cruises that are coming up. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope that cruises are as close to normal as possible. I really do. I really do. Travel with the vaccine is not counting Mexico. Yeah, look, I was gonna make a video about Mexico. So one thing, if you like, I saw a lot of people that were trying to correct me on what was going on with Mexico. So at least maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've read these articles a million different times, and I read a lot of them. So Mexico is allowing cruise ships to dock over in their ports, like of course your Cozumel, your Cabo, your Puerto Vallarta. They're allowed to go over there. And if people are not vaccinated, everybody is vaccinated on the ship, but if people test positive for COVID, but they're asymptomatic, they're allowed to go off the ship. What do you guys think about that? Because personally, I see no problem with it. I think Mexico, if anything, are the smart ones because they have to look out for their economy too. And if people are asymptomatic, then, and we know for a fact, as of right now, according to the data from the CDC and just the science of all of it, this whole thing with Omicron is not as dangerous as the other one. So they're looking at everything. They're looking at all the entire scenario. They don't want their whole economy to fall apart due to them not letting cruise ships in, which is a big part of their economic structure. So somebody asked, where is Lauren? Where is Lauren? Lauren, where are you? She's in the room working on her TikTok. Lauren. Okay, she said she's coming. Perfect. Lauren will be here soon, guys. I know you're tired of seeing this ugly face. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, ugly face.
I'm talking about me, not you. No, I would never call you ugly. Let's see. Question. Hold on. Where is it? Question. What's the capacity of Royal Caribbean ships now? Is each percentage different? I do believe each is different. I've heard different things. I've heard 75%, and I've heard. Oh, there she is. I've heard people sailing. I've heard Royal Caribbean ships sailing with as much as up to 90, 95%. Now, again, I don't know how true that is because I haven't been on a Royal Caribbean ship this year. So. Jay, are you booking the Love Cruise? Don's Family Vacations is going. I am not. I might look into it, but we'll see. I got so many other cruises that I'm planning on going on this year. Is your mic on?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Maybe they cannot hear me. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well.
Why are you sitting like that?
Well, because I can't.
Y'all see how like proper she's sitting?
No, I'm not sitting proper. I can sit.
Hi, everyone. You can. Oh, here. Well, move your leg and move this thing.
It's all right.
Move this thing.
All right. Everyone can hear me now?
Yeah, hold on. I just want to get through some of these questions, and we'll hang out with everybody for a little bit. Do you know what the current status is in Mardi Gras docking in San Juan, PR? Ever since Puerto Rico made those changes, I haven't really looked and seen what ships. I know that last week there were a lot of ships that were set to go, but since they implemented their new rules, basically Puerto Rico said that if anybody wants to get off the ship in Puerto Rico, they have to get tested and produce a negative test 48 hours before they get there, which is pretty hard to do when there's a shortage of tests that are going on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So there were a lot of cruise ships. Well, I know Royal Caribbean, they had like 11 ships that were set to go there. And then this month there are 49 cruise ships that are supposed to go there, but I don't know who's going to cancel and who's not going to cancel.
And also, like you said earlier, like the ships are going down, like the fact that you have less offers per ship, like it's probably the end of the month. So
You should take Lauren with you on a Royal Caribbean ship. They have Starbucks. NCL has Starbucks too. I used to go to. That's the only place I actually used to get Starbucks.
Why do you think I like Starbucks? Because I'm white? Is it because of that?
Stop that.
No. I do like Starbucks, but I think it's too sweet, guys. I like it, I don't like it at the same time. It's weird.
Well, so I wanted to take her on Wonder of the Seas with me. That was the plan.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so I am going on Wonder, but the thing is she has to go back, and of course with the visa and all the stuff going on, of course, between France and EU and traveling back and forth, she can't just come back here a month later and then jump on another ship.
Well, I could, but the thing is that with the pandemic too, it's
there's
really,
complications.
really
a lot of complications.
And also because I'm on the ESTA, the people at the security check, they can ask me again, why are you back? Like not even a month after your ESTA is done. So there is a ton of rules.
Somebody said the live stream looks a lot better now. Thank you. All right, I get it. I look like a gargoyle. All right, leave me alone. All right. Or a sheep, I don't know. not the political and the term that everybody else is talking about. I always tell people I'm literally the black sheep of cruising. It is. It's true. 100% true. Can't deny it. The black sheep of cruising. A Carnival Triumph broke down in the Gulf of February 2013. The poop cruise had to be towed to Mobile, Alabama. Even Galveston was the even though the Galveston was the departure port. Okay. Sorry, I messed that all up. All right, why is the CDC literally abusing the cruise industry? So the malls can work, planes can fly, but the one industry that needs to shut down and ruin for some reason, where's the end to that? Well, like I said, guys, like there are talks. People believe there's a political agenda involved in that because the cruise lines technically, well, they're not American companies, so they don't contribute through taxes and everything else. But I think honestly, if you look at that, I believe that there needs to be like somebody to point the finger at. Right, to kind of deflect everything,
and because it's like a vacation thing.
I
mean, like the flight, you use flight to go on vacation, but you use flight also on a professional aspect. And cruise line is only for vacations, so that's probably why they're trying to point a finger on it.
I agree. There's so much. I mean, who knows? We can go down. I can put on my tinfoil hat all day if you guys want, but. It is a curious situation. I'm testing Wednesday since we are flying to San Juan Friday. Man, I need to just go over there. San Juan's beautiful, by the way. You guys haven't been.
I've never been to San Juan.
Yeah, San Juan.
San Juan. Say it properly.
Well, you met Juan before. Look, so we went scuba diving in Cozumel and
Juan was
Scuba
really nice.
Juan. There's a man named Juan. All right, so close enough. All right, close enough. You don't need to go to San Juan.
Hold on. Someone said something.
Hold on. I want to work our way. Hold on. YouTube just give 180p because your girl is super G. Nice. What's that?
Thank you, guys.
Tell your girlfriend she's a 10. Yeah, she's a dime piece. I know. The dime piece. It's mine. Anyway, she sounds Italian.
For now.
Well, I mean, Italy is literally right next to it.
Italy is just right next to it. And also, I had a Sicilian nanny.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
we learn something new every day. I did not know that. Now, I just need to put some music on and start breakdancing and give some classes. Oh, you need me to do it? I would like to. Maybe.
I'm not breaking. Just
look, the cruise lines need to just hire me. Look, it'll be like an aerobics class, except it'll be breakdancing. If not, let me go to the Camp Oceans and the kids areas. I'd love to teach the kids breaking. I'd have so much fun.
Their program might taste, but yeah, I like Starbucks. You see, like for couple sweet drinks, my favorite one is a hot mocha almond milk. But yeah, that's pretty much it that I drink.
Look,
that or caramel macchiato.
Here we go. They said, no pressure, Jay. You could always marry her to make her a U.S. citizen. Look, no more of the comments.
You're going to ruin the surprise, guys.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
He's going to do it the next day, and you will.
The point is for her to forget about it. All right, just let us live. All right. Let's see. San Juan is better as a fly-in than a cruise. I agree. Yeah, I've been to San Juan one other time before cruising
Puerto
there.
Rico, right?
Yeah.
San Juan.
Yeah. Exactly. Not the black sheep, but the Lone Ranger. Get him, cowboy. All right, I like that. I like that.
308 likes.
Oh yeah, no, we got a lot of likes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that, guys. We got some new people. No, but please, I accumulated most of those likes myself. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because of
I don't know. If you think about it though, look, when I was talking, it was just me. We had like 350 people in here. All right, not 300. We had 325. But as soon as you came here, look at my numbers. You're killing my ratings.
No, that's not true.
My channel's gonna die. And I already told people I have to go work at Walmart now. I gotta go back. Look, here's a little fun fact for you guys. So before I started doing entertainment work, I was a janitor at Walmart, maintenance engineer is what they called me. So I worked the night shift, and it was
proud of that?
no, I'm not. It was the most miserable thing. I cried sometimes. And this is after I worked at Busch Gardens my first year. I had to stop working there because I was a seasonal.
We only did, this kind of job.
I used to cry.
I was a waitress, Justin. Do you think waitress is fun?
Well, maybe. I don't. Yeah, but I guess you probably be. They probably hit on you and gave. You probably got nice tips out of it though, so you're good.
No, I was in France.
Yeah.
We don't tip over there.
Hey Jay, what's a good park and cruise hotel in Tampa? Well, let's see. We have there's a Marriott right there on the water. I would suggest that Marriott. But what did this open up? Tampa's building up so fast, you guys. By the way,
there is one next to the aquarium, no?
In a hotel? No. Those are all. I don't know what that is there now. I think it's a condo. Tampa's building up so fast, I don't even recognize it anymore.
There is so many things here.
Yeah. Have you heard anything about the Horizon? Wasn't it? So Horizon ended up having to go to the UK to get fixed. I think it's supposed to be back sometime next month. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was next month Horizon was supposed to get back into operation. Go work at Target. These people are tongue kissing. Stop that. Well, she was saying that Target is not that busy to the point where people can catch COVID. But we went there. I took her over there.
It's busy, Target.
Target is busy.
Target is busy. Everyone wants to go to the
everybody goes. Yeah, everybody goes to Target.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I'm telling you, Target is busy.
The Target is so great too. You get lost in it. You have everything.
Yeah, Target is dangerous.
It's really
Was that Scott? To be honest, Justin, you were building the numbers, but Lauren put you over the top. I don't know, guys.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
We're hitting the 400 now. Look, we're working our way toward 400, but I did most of the work. But I'm saying, look, you got to look at
hit the like button. Come on.
Oh, there we go. Look,
hey,
okay, all right.
Got it.
Stop. Look, so I was telling Lauren, look, if you look at the numbers here, yes, we got likes, but we also dropped like 70 viewers.
Yeah, because it was the people that are not like really into video.
No, they were here with me. San Juan has a central. What is that? Oh, Winter Subway. Oh, okay. No, we got to go to San Juan. San Juan. We got to go. We got to go.
But I want to
get fun. Yes, it is.
But I wanted to have to get married on a honeymoon in Maldives. Not in San Juan.
See, look, she's picking and choosing where we're going honeymoon. I don't know about all that. Don't know about all that.
Maldives.
See, I'm a new cruiser, and we are booked for the Mardi Gras. Lucky you. Mardi Gras is a fun ship. Early March. I was getting nervous until my whole family got COVID and Christmas. Now we're good to go. Didn't you already say this? Mountain Mama? I think I've seen this already.
Mountain Mama. You remember when we used to say the name?
She had to get it in twice. Yes, my favorite ship. I love Mardi Gras. Janitors at Tesla become millionaires. I might go work it. Look, I'm trying to get a Tesla next year, all right? I want one.
There's a new one that's going out.
Let's see. 70 viewers left because they couldn't handle the heat after Lachlan arrived. All right, fine. That was a good one. I was thinking about that. I was hoping nobody would say it. I knew Lauren wasn't going to come with a comeback like that. She doesn't have it. Let's see. Have Lauren ask the audience to hit the like button in French. Yeah, you got to say it in French. They want it in French.
Okay. Hold on. Let me switch to French because it's a whole process. Si vous aimez le live,
How did she mess up her own language and saying hit the like button? You can do this. I believe you. Come on. Lauren.
Si vous aimez ce live, lâchez un petit pouce bleu. Ça nous ferait super plaisir. Here we go.
Why are you looking at me? You're supposed to tell them.
Here we go. I said
no, you got to say it and slow down.
All right. Lâchez un petit pouce bleu. Miss, give a little blue thumbs up.
Okay, thank you. We did it. Okay.
All right.
Good job, Lauren. Pats for Lauren. All right, look. Here, check it out. All right, so Jay, seriously, what city in Florida would be centrally located to drive to Tampa, Miami, Port Canaveral, and Fort Lauderdale? Tampa. Tampa is honestly, in my opinion, actually, I'm pretty sure just everybody will say it. On paper, and if you live here, Tampa is probably the best location to live if you want to get anywhere in Florida. And that's not me just hyping Tampa up. I love Tampa because Miami is about 3.5 hours away. Fort Lauderdale, again, about 3.5 hours away. If we need to go to Orlando, it's hour and some change, depending on where you got to go. You need to go to Jacksonville, you're talking about 4 hours. You need to go to Atlanta, you're talking about 7 hours and some change. Tampa is a nice area. Orlando's not bad either. I can't deal with the Disney traffic. You couldn't pay me to do it. The Orlando and Universal.
Probably the park will be more expensive in Orlando if you have to park the car.
Oh yeah, parking. Yeah. I would say Tampa. Best option. Now Tampa getting kind of expensive though. I'll tell you that. Now, anyway.
Yeah, but it's still okay compared to.
Hold on. They say, what's your TikTok? They want to follow you. Here, you can type it in. Just type it in.
It's Frenchy-Lou.
Frenchy-Lou?
But it's in French. I'm talking about America in general, but it's in French. For French people. Hold on. Frenchy-Lou.
Come on, you can do it. Oh, I just remembered somebody asked for my Cash App. If that person's still here, I don't know. If not, guys, I would never ask you to donate to the channel. You never have to. Obviously, same with Super Chats and all that other stuff. But my Cash App is breaking 1, 2, 3. Go figure. 1, 2, 3. I'll put it right here in the thread.
Breaking without a G at the end?
Yeah, without a G.
Okay.
It makes it sound cooler. We don't put the G. Breaking? No, we're breaking.
That's American.
We're breaking the... No, I'm not going to sing that. Everybody will start leaving out of here.
Yeah, don't start to sing.
Let's see. Are you in the city of Tampa or the Tampa Bay area? I live in Tampa. The thing is, I don't think anybody really thinks about that.
What's the difference?
There was a guy trying to... So Tampa Bay is technically over by the water, right?
Like CLIA water.
Like there's Tampa... No. That... There's Tampa Bay, right? And then you got the Tampa Bay area, which does technically include Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater.
Okay.
That's the greater Tampa Bay area. But, I mean, whether somebody tells me if they live in Tampa or they live in Tampa Bay, it doesn't make me any difference. I think it's the same thing. Like, oh, where you from? Tampa Bay. Where you from? Tampa. People get it. I don't know what the whole issue is. There was a man, he was pissed.
Why?
He's like, it's actually pronounced Tampa, not Tampa Bay. I'm so disappointed in you. And he put angry emojis, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, well, it's like people when they ask me where I'm coming from, and I say Toulouse, but technically I'm not in Toulouse. You know what I mean? Like it's the bigger area.
True. That's true. Let's see. Do you think the experience for a new cruiser is the same experience as it would have been pre-pandemic? Hell no. No, not at all. Not at all. It's completely different.
If you would put a mask on your face before the pandemic, yeah, but...
Yeah. All right, let's see. Scott, if we hit 400 likes, maybe Justin will do the Carlton. He hasn't done it in a while. I can do the Carlton. All right, if we hit... All right, guys, hit that like button. I'm not going to show you because I have to show them if I get it. If we get 400 likes, I'll do the Carlton.
Come on.
I got you. Should make cruises cheaper. They will. That's what I'm waiting for. I wait for the opportunities.
They doubled the price in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Originally they doubled the price. I don't know what they're gonna do this month. I'm assuming that if everything continues with all the media hysteria and all the craziness going on, there's gonna be some good deals.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna want to bring people back in for springtime going into summer for sure.
I probably to cruise by myself and send you a video.
Yeah. Okay. I like the Jabberwockies. I know some of the Jabberwockies. Some of them are good friends of mine because they're from Florida. Let's see. Question: will the cruise lines adapt and get Starlink? That's a good question. That'd be nice if they did. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. I'll do the Carlton. I like that.
Smash the like button.
No. What was I going to say? Guys, so here was the deal. Here's what happened. Here's a conundrum that I faced earlier today. So my plan was to do a video that was not cruise news, right? And I want to bring that back. I'm thinking maybe once or twice a week. Would you guys like that if I did a video that is not cruise news every single day? Because you guys know I do different videos about maybe tips, some joking videos, stuff like that. The things that I was doing before the cruise news started to kind of ramp back up again. Just let me know.
Ew.
What?
Ah.
What?
It's not good.
It's amazing. It's
no.
Yeah.
It's fake sugar.
It's delicious.
Sorry, I cannot really deal with American soda.
Yeah, she hates American soda.
Just drinking sparkling water.
Tampa is great unless it has hurricanes. The most of Tampa is subject to flooding. They say that. But I've lived in Florida my whole life. I've lived in Florida for over 20 years now, and we've had the hurricane scares. But we also have there's an urban legend here that the pirates, because Tampa is like a pirate city. The pirates used to come over here to Tampa Bay because they said the storms would not cross over into the bay. Well,
because the thing, I think because Tampa is the only one who's really at the end of the Mexican Gulf.
Yeah.
And so, because he does like that,
yeah,
and you're kind of in a hole, so
yeah,
you know what I mean. So
it just depends too.
It doesn't really hit he goes to Naples and then he goes up to Louisiana. You're just right in a hole.
We've been lucky. I wouldn't even say luck at this point. It's been 20-something years, and I have yet to see this drastic flood that everybody keeps the Great Flood.
With my luck, wait until I move here.
But maybe. But they say it every year. Tampa is in Florida is going to deal with the craziest most dangerous hurricane season ever. They say it every year. Every year.
You see what happened the other time with the tornado? Like, I don't remember. It was in Kentucky, and I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get sidetracked. Let's keep this going because we only got like a couple more minutes left here. Well, we'll stay here for a little bit longer. You know how we do it here. But yeah, guys, so my plan is to do different topics other than cruise news. I was planning on doing it today. I had a whole script that I was writing out, and I was like, okay. Then I saw the not emergency, but the situation going on with Aida, Nova. And so we'll see. I'll figure out a happy medium to give you guys that kind of content as well as cruise news. So let's see, speaking of Tampa Bay, what's up with Antonio Brown? There's so many things that are happening with Antonio Brown right now. The man took his shirt off and ran across the field, and I guess he quit. Who knows? Somebody's saying it's over him not getting his bonus of like $300K. Some saying it's $1 million. Some are saying that there's all kinds of things circulating around Antonio Brown right now. What are you drinking? Don't worry about it.
It's not good. It's not good.
A man's drink. Don't worry about it. No, actually, it's just
a juice box.
It's like a juice, like pineapple. Mango juice in it. It's good. I like it. Let's see. Oh, did we get the? Oh, we almost got it. 4 more lights, guys.
Yes, 3 more.
Oh, okay. We're doing it. I appreciate you guys for that. Ship life forever. I like it. Forever. Smash the like button.
Just did. I only know bonjour et la table.
Okay.
La table. La table. La table. Justin, you know à table. À table means like when the dinner is ready.
Come to the table.
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 You should break dancing classes.
Oh, we did 400. Oh, we have 405.
Woo! 405.
All right. Okay. All right. I got you. Fine. Look. Fine. Here we go.
Go on. Justin, I'm going to switch.
Got him. I appreciate you guys. Look, so here's what's going to happen. Whenever I get back on these ships, it's going to be a breakdance mania. I've been training. I'm ready to go. I got a breaking competition this weekend, this Sunday. I don't know how I'm going to do, but I'll be sure to record it and I'll film it for you guys so you can see it. But yeah, it's going to be Look, she's just taking over my live stream, huh?
So your TikTok videos, lol, can you do the same in English? Thanks. I'll probably do on another account because if I mix English and French in the same account, mostly because I'm trying to grow this one, it will get completely mixed up. But I'm trying, I'm thinking about that, yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's see. What is that? Carola?
Carolera.
Conway. Hey, I'm sorry, I destroyed your name. You can break it down for me in the comments. Yeah, it's a double C. No double C. Anyway, double C. CC, I like it. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the great work. I'm trying. I like to just look for the cruise haters, the ship life haters, man. I like to.
You should do like a reaction video. I should be with you on this video.
I should do that. I don't know about all that.
Let me know the competition. I'm pretty sure
you're not a comedic genius like myself. All right, well, you are pretty funny, I guess. Guys, do you want to see me do a reaction video? I think that's like a household YouTube video to do. The staple of YouTube, to do a reaction video to mean comments. Because if you guys saw even a piece, just a fraction of the mean comments I get,
that would be so
I might do it.
Hold on.
But it's my live stream.
Some people, est-ce qu'elle vient de la France? James, elle est française. Oui, je suis française, en effet. Some people are really speaking French here.
Yeah, well, we got some intelligent people here. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you guys.
Some Canadian or some French people. Or...
Let's see. Do you think everything will settle down in March, the 50th anniversary of Carnival? 7-day cruise in the Panorama on March 5th. I hope so. I mean, because obviously there's a lot of ships. You got Wonder of the Seas coming out. So I hope things calm down because I'm trying to go do it. Somebody said, you're such an unofficial cruise director. They're not ready for me. They can't handle me. All right? I mean, now given Carnival, you want to hit me up and I'll do an audition for you if you want. All right? But we're going to have to negotiate on the price because I'm bringing everybody in. End of story. We're going to have too much fun. I'm going to challenge everybody there, including the captain, to a breakdance battle. It's going to be epic. Have been on the NCL Pride. No, I have not. I've heard too many horrible things. I got friends that work on Pride of America, and it ain't good. At least from the back end. I don't know. You probably enjoy your Hawaiian cruise, but I couldn't even work on that ship.
Is it a big ship, the Pride?
No, it's a small, and it's technically the only like American ship, like U.S. owned, and it has all pretty much for the most part all American workers. Actually, I think everybody on there is American.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, but you got Americans that are working the hours that the rest of the crew are working like 12-hour days, so you can imagine a lot of frustration. So, yeah.
But hold on, it's a pay follow, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it's just Carol. Okay, hold on. Carol Lara. Oh, that's a pretty name. Well, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. We got Ghosty in the house. Look, that's kind of creepy, man. A little picture you got there. But thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Ghosty. Is it Ghosty?
Ghosty, yes.
Ghosty.
Let's see. Lauren, thank you for getting us to 400 likes. Scott, that's not cool. We're going to have a talk after this.
Thank you, Scott.
I'm scared to go in MSC, but bringing my own... hold on. I'm scared to go in MSC, but I'm bringing my own salt and pepper, as you should.
Yep.
Bring some Old Bay. Bring it all. Tabasco sauce. Bring the whole ship with you, because you need it.
The whole ship.
You need it. I'm telling you, like they at least that's my experience. They needed to season their stuff. A reaction video would be good. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about like. So here's the thing. I'm trying to wait till maybe like next month sometime, or maybe I want to do like stuff outside of just cruising. Like, you guys ever see like cruise ship drop-ins? Like when they drop in the ship into the water, it's insane. I want to start doing some reactions like that.
It's a crazy, crazy videos.
So I do want to start doing reaction videos, possibly on this channel. I think it'd be interesting.
I would like to know if, for example, if it's possible to see it in real life. Like if we go back to Saint-Nazaire, do you think we can see it?
See where? See what?
The ship going into water.
No, probably not. They don't have like media days for that. I'm trying to talk to the people over at Bahamas Paradise on Margaritaville at Sea. See if I can go get some. I'm pretty cool. Last time I checked, I was pretty cool with the captain and everybody there. See if I can do like a little PR event while they're painting the shit up. The ship. I said a bad word. They're painting the ship up and getting it ready for their launch in April.
Okay, where are they doing that?
It's in the Bahamas.
It's in the Bahamas.
Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, switch it up. It'd be more interesting. Yeah, whenever I do switch it up, as long as it's the right one, you guys, you seem to really like those types of videos. When I do stuff outside of cruise news. Let me see. The first breakdancing cruise director. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the sound of that. And
then we're going to open the first breaking cruise line.
A breakdance cruise line? I don't know. We do all that.
Or a hip-hop or old school, like old hip-hop school cruise
Let's see. Cruise director, long hours, and a little bit of money. Yeah, that's what I told people. Like, I would have to negotiate. Money got to be worth it, especially if they're going to say I can't. If they limit what I can do on this channel, yeah, we got a problem. I like smoking on fan tall. What is that? Mm? That was the most confusing. Like smoking on fan tall and hitting the golf balls. Oh, okay. I think talking about Bahamas Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Yes, which ships are the worst ships to cruise and what's a good video? Oh, okay, that's a good video. Yeah, I agree. I'm looking at like doing ones like the worst cruise ports, stuff like that. Craziest things that have happened on board cruise ships. I did a crimes video. I did a video that went like crazy viral that talked about crew members or people that got kicked off cruise ships. I might bring that back.
See, someone said yes, a reaction video with Lauren.
Okay. Oh, with Lauren? We'll see. Mm-hmm. The food is bland on MSC. Yeah, that's what they say.
But that's lame because it's apparently, like an Italian cruise line, and there's plenty of report on YouTube or in different platforms about this cruise line where they're showing that they're making their own pasta and stuff like that.
Yeah. MSC is
understandable.
Yeah. I was with you on the Facebook Dream this morning, Jay, with your own cruise line. Oh, yeah, no, I remember talking to you. Look, a man can dream, right? Never ask me for a break dance. Too old. No, we're going to battle if I see you. I'm coming for you.
Never too old.
Yep. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here in a little bit. I actually got practice tonight. Like I said, I gotta go to a competition this Sunday, which I'm not prepared for. I'm gonna get destroyed in the battle. We gotta battle each other, breakdance battle. So I gotta get ready for that. But I'll stick around for like a couple more minutes. Hit that like button, guys, and yeah, I do have another video as usual coming out tomorrow too. And by the way, I appreciate you guys for like actually clicking on the videos. The channel is taking off right now, and I appreciate you guys. We're moving. We might get to 100K sooner than expected. Well, I was trying to get there at the end of the year, and I failed horribly.
Well, if I would be here more often, maybe.
No, it's kind of my fault. It's
no, I'm joking.
First breakdance cruise director will beat you in an Oreo cheesecake eating contest. Oh, I'll take anybody out.
Ooh, that would be an
We'll have to do a battle. Carnival cruise director versus NCL cruise director.
Like an Oreo cheesecake.
It won't even be a battle. It won't even be a fight. I hope crew members will be able to get off the ship and get fresh air. It depends on the ship. Jay, regarding MSC, my understanding is that the seaside is engineered, designed. Oh, wait, what happened to it? Designed for Americans. Is the food that bad on that one too? I have not been on the seaside, so I can't tell you. I might jump on that ship this year, especially if MSC keeps those ridiculously cheap prices. And I'll be sure to let you guys know. Question about the ship life. What has been your most watched video? You know what's funny? It's a video about like me being a crew member. My most watched video that has, I think it's just at 700,000 views, was 10 things I hated about working on cruise ships. Yeah, it was insane. It was insane.
It piqued the curiosity. That's
yeah,
why.
yeah. Well, one thing I want to do one day is talk about like the money, not just like in the sense of like, oh, look how much money these videos are making. I think it's inspiring, and one thing I see about a lot of people, especially the haters, they usually say go get a real job. And I think it would be a situation where I think the awareness is important because to me, and I tell even my friends here at home, YouTube is in social media is
It's
the most
a real job.
it's the most underrated. It's the most underrated thing ever. Oh, somebody, hold on, wait. What did he say? It's the title, clickbait. What's? Hold on. I'm gonna talk about this topic for a little bit because it was somebody I was talking to earlier.
Come on.
Hold on, wait, no, I want to see this. Hold on,
it's
don't move
okay,
it.
it's okay.
Mary Dieter, what do you mean by clickbait? I'll wait. I can wait all day. I'm. What do you mean by clickbait? If you could reply, I'd appreciate it. Let's see. Hold on. I've been learning to edit a video for YouTube. It's a lot of work. Seriously, we love your titles. I appreciate that. Now, look, and I'm not trying to have any animosity toward it because here's the thing about clickbait, guys. You got to understand that everybody clickbaits to a certain degree, but there's good clickbait and there's bad clickbait. Essentially, what happens is whenever you clickbait, if you look at the most watched YouTube channel on YouTube is a channel called Mr. Beast. Technically, he's the guy that clickbaits, but the idea is to deliver. If you clickbait and you don't deliver what the title says and what the thumbnail says, that's when there is a problem. That's when you have clickbait. But the thing is, whenever somebody is clickbaiting and they don't deliver, one thing I like about YouTube is that it is literally the ultimate validation system. If I start clickbaiting on all my videos, it is going to reflect in loss of subscribers. It's going to reflect in people not watching my videos. So that's just something that I want to point out.
I think there is like a right middle.
Yeah, there is a right middle because the idea, like, if let's say this thing today, right? Or if any title, if I don't make it boring to you, there's this guy that I follow, Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin. They talk about this stuff, guys. When it comes to picking a good title, let's say if I wanted to teach you guys about index funds and 401k, would I say how to, or let's say if I wanted to teach somebody that's my age, and would I just say how to start a 401k? Or an index fund? No, I would say how you can become a millionaire in the next 25 years. That's gonna attract people. It's not clickbait, it's factual stuff, but it's just finding how to get people to click on your videos based on the title. Yeah, you gotta have the interest, but you also gotta have the information.
That's how every type of YouTubers are teaching on YouTube itself, because they're saying like if you have a ton of competitions on YouTube and on Google in general, so your title needs to be different.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
If there is like 10 videos on how to bake a cake, nobody will watch every video. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And there is like more and more competition. So if you put a title like this is the best cake ever.
Agreed. Look, they said Meet Kevin made $22 million off his YouTube. And that's just on ad revenue alone. That doesn't include his affiliates, his sponsors, everything else.
That is crazy.
YouTube is underrated, guys. Hands down. Hands down. Let me see. I want to see what people said about this. Hold on. About the whole clickbait thing. Have to go. Have a great night. Kathy, you have a good night as well if you haven't gone already. Rule of thumb, never piss off galley staff. That's my best advice. True. Never piss off somebody that feeds you and is taking care of you. End of story. Cooking your food for you. Stuff like that.
Exactly.
You can't have a YouTube channel and not use clickbaity headlines. Problem with that now, mainstream media is using it too. But they don't deliver. And they use it in a way that, especially if you take this pandemic, for example, to tell people not to do something and to spread fear. When I use my titles, I encourage people to look at everything as a whole, look at everything objectively. I never say don't go on cruises, for example. And at the same time, these people are jumping on these topics when it's convenient for you. My channel is called The Ship Life. I'm going to talk about anything big going on within the industry, regardless if it's the relevant thing or if I've talked about it in the last 6 months or not. No offense intended, you're very entertaining. I appreciate that. Is Adventure of the Sea worth it travel-wise? I've heard good things. Y'all clickbait your spouse and... It's funny. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go back. Clickbait is marketing 101. You have to stand out. Agree. There's a good way and a bad way.
Exactly.
I 100% agree.
If you do it, just do it in a way that you saying what you wrote down on the title. Just say it or do it in the video. But if you just do it and you don't say it, if you just don't put a title that has no sense in your video, yes, in that case it would be bad.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I just want to say, just to read back over to cruising. Somebody said, is there a website in which that shows cruise ports not allowing ships to dock? I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow because no, there isn't. And a lot of these cruise lines are finding out the last possible second after they dock that they're not allowed to be there, and or they can't get the crew members or the passengers off. So it's interesting. So clickbait is not necessary. I think clickbait to a certain extent is necessary in the event that you deliver on clickbait. You have to. And the idea is that especially now when there's so many titles that are around these days and so many things that we live in a world where you can do anything now. There's Netflix, there's TV, there's so much. You have to gather people's attentions, and people, truth be told, have short attention spans. And if you can't find a way to get them to entice them enough to click on your videos, well, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But I believe in the whole saying of undersell, over deliver, right? I try my best to make sure the titles are edgy enough that people want to click on it, but I try to give them what exactly the title says, at the same time giving them a little bit more information to make them think a little bit more. So, but anyway, guys, I don't want to keep going. We've been in this live stream for a good minute now. We're going to get ready to go. Yeah, we got to get out of here. Oh, yeah, and then I got practice tonight. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I do have another video tomorrow, and I suggest you check it out because it'll be about something interesting. So I'll see you guys until then, but it will be cruise news, and we'll go from there. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hit that like button on your way out, and I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.
Bye.
I got to go.
Yeah, I know every time.
Every time I got to go over here.